Estonia. Estonia's population is 1.3 million. The population density in Estonia is 31 kilometers squared. The language spoken in Estonia is Estonian, as well as some Russian and some English. Tallinn is the biggest city in Estonia, as well as the capital city. Estonia is a fairly new nation. It adopted a new constitution in 1992 as it spread out from the Soviet Union. It is a small country, but has a prosperous economy, which has led to the success it has had in past years. The Estonian currency used are Estonian kroons. One Estonian kroon is equivalent to 0.07 US dollars. Estonia is in the Eastern European time zone, which means that it is 10 hours ahead of the US Pacific time zone, where we are at in California. Some of the busiest airports in Estonia are the Lennart Meri Airport, which is located in the capital city Tallinn, and the Tartu Airport, which is located in the second biggest city in Estonia. Estonia's borders. Estonia's neighboring countries are Russia and Latvia. Russia's border with Estonia is about 183 miles long, and Latvia's border with Estonia is about 213.13 miles long. Estonia is located near on the Baltic Sea. It's the main body of water surrounding it. Estonia shares the Gulf of Finland with Finland and Russia, and it also shares the Gulf of Riga with Latvia. Estonia's coastline along the Baltic Sea is about 2,357 miles long, making it a peninsula. Estonia generally covers about 17,462 square miles. Two of the largest islands are Hiiumaa, which is located right here, and it's about 382 square miles, and Saaremaa, which is located right here, and it's about 1,032 square miles. Saareemaa's climate is lime-rich and mild, which makes it good for trees and tropical plants to grow. Hiiumaa has the warmest months in July and August, which is a good time to visit in the summer, and the coldest month of the year in January, is February, which is how it is in Estonia in general. Estonia's territories. The territory of Estonia consists of the mainland and of 2,355 islands in the Baltic Sea. Estonia covers a total area of 17,462 square miles, like we talked about. The land area is 16,366 square miles, and the water area is 1,096 square miles, which makes the ratio almost 90 to 10 on land and water area. Estonia is influenced by a humid continental climate. The cities of Estonia. The capital city in Estonia is Tallinn, which has the population of 430,805. This city received rights to become a city in 1248. Tallinn is listed as the top 10 digital cities in the world because of its advancements. It is home of technological companies such as Skype and TransferWise, which are largely used among the world. The city of Tallinn is also used to house the European Union's IT agency, which is a big deal because it's for the entire European Union, not just Estonia. Some other major cities in Estonia is Tartu. It's the second largest city in Estonia. It has the population of 93,175 people, and it was founded in the 13th century, unofficially. And then the third largest city in Estonia is Narva. It earned its town rights in 1345, and it has the population of 56,103 people. Estonia's government. The government of the Republic of Estonia was first established in February 24th, 1918, long before Estonia officially became a country of its own. The Constitution of Estonia exercises executive law pursuant to the Constitution and laws of Estonia. And then the current Prime Minister of Estonia is Jüri Ratas, and the current President is Kristi Kaljulaid. Estonia's physical landscape. Estonia is nearly surrounded by water. It's a peninsula. Much of the land is low and flat, as the average elevation is 164 feet above sea level, making it rare for mountains and any other elevations. 2,357 miles of coastline is indented by numerous bays, straits, and inlets, as you can see right here. This is the coastline of Estonia. The land is hillier, rising to the highest point, which is in the Munamagi at 1,042 feet. There are over 1,400 small lakes in the western part of the country. Those largest lakes include Paipus, Skov, and Lake Vortsharv. Some of the largest and main rivers in Estonia are the Emijoji, Manamagi, and the Parnu, as you can see right here. Parnu, Emijoji goes through Tartu, which makes Tartu a significant city in Estonia. Estonia's agriculture. Only 3% of the Estonian workforce is engaged in agriculture. In recent years, the agricultural enterprises are getting bigger through advances in modern technology. The main farm animals raised in Estonia are milk cattle, pigs, and poultry. Some field crops include cereal crops, potatoes, and vegetables. And the forest is among Estonia's most important natural resource and main source of raw material. And then this is a forest in Estonia. These forests surround most cities in the entire country. Estonia's climate. The climate lies between the transition zone and maritime climate. And the Baltic Sea changes the difference in the climate in the coastal and inland areas, making the average temperature in Estonia 5.2 degrees Celsius or 41.1 degrees Fahrenheit. There are about 102 to 127 rainy days in Estonia a year, and rainfall is usually the hardest in the summer. As you can see the graph right here, August has the most precipitation during that month in Estonia. Spring is very dry and mild, summers are mild and warm, autumn becomes wet and windy, and then winter is colder in the east of Estonia, which is more inland. Estonia's exports and imports. The main product is refined petroleum, which accounts for 13% of total exports. Telecommunications, which are the second most, with 12% of total exports. And then Estonia's products are oriented with Russia, and 16% of those total exported products go there. The most imported product is as well refined petroleum, which accounts 17% of Estonia's total imports. And then the second most total imports are accounted by telecommunication machinery and vehicles with 4%. Russia is Estonia's most reliable trade partner. 15% of Estonia's imports are Russian products. It would make sense for Russia to be Estonia's #1 trading partner because it is bordered by it. And then here's some of Estonia's demographics. As we know, Estonia's total population is 1,326,535. The Estonian total fertility rate is 1.6, which isn't too good. Anything below 2.1 causes a negative population to decline. So we could see maybe in the coming years, the population to decrease maybe to 1 million, maybe less. The life expectancy in Estonia, though, for both genders, the average is 79.2 years. Females in Estonia, their life expectancy is supposed to go, average is supposed to go to 81.3 years, and males to 75 years. And then almost 70% of Estonia's population is urban, which means that they all live in the cities. And then ethnic groups that make up Estonia, 68.7% are Estonian, 24.8% are Russian, 1.7% are Ukrainian, 1% are Belarusian, 0.6% are Finnish, and then the other 1.6%, and then another 1.6% are unidentified. Estonia's religion. Up to 2011, the religions practiced in Estonia are Orthodox, Lutheran, and other forms of Christianity. And then there's 16.7% that are unspecified, and then it turns out 54.1% are none, which means they either not practicing any religion or they didn't want to disclose that information. The main church in Estonia is the St. Olaf's Church in Tallinn, which is the capital city. St. Olaf's Church is the biggest medieval structure in Tallinn, and it's named after the Norwegian King Olaf II Haraldsson. And the church was first recognized as the main church in 1267. Estonia's international relations. Estonia is part of the European Union and also a member of NATO, which makes them strong allies with every other country in the European nation, as well as the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. And then Estonia has really good relations with the United States on all fronts, economically, politically. Estonia also joined the World Trade Organization in 1999. And Estonia's priorities are to enlarge the European Union, improving relations in Russia and the European Union, raising competitiveness through the innovation in the European Union, and developing a unified European energy policy. Some enemies, though, that Estonia has would be Russia. Even though they trade a lot and import and export a lot of products, they do not really go hand in hand with each other. A survey in 2007 was conducted in Russia, and Estonia was Russia's #1 enemy, with 60% of the Russian population voting on it. But currently, in today's society, Estonia scores 9th on Russia's top 10 enemies in the world. So it's gotten better with relations with Russia. And then this is the territorial history of Estonia. You can see Estonia was was part of Denmark. At one point was part of Sweden, Poland, and then the Russian Empire took over from the early 1700s to the early 1900s. And then we could see from the early 1900s to the mid 1900s, Estonia had independency for a little bit. But then the the Soviet Union took them over between this time period. And then in 1992, Estonia declared independency and formed their own country through their own constitution to what it is today.